said that you guys didn't really have an identity on offense. Where do you stand on that statement right now?
I feel like, we're running the ball well, and I don't know, calling it an identity or whatever, maybe that was the wrong word, but, we're running the ball well, and I feel like, that's a key to victory. When you can, dominate the line of scrimmage, get yards, running the ball, take time off the clock, that's huge, and, our defense has been stopping the run, so, if you're running the ball well, you're stopping the run, you're going to win games, so, I feel like that's what we have to do to win games.
Hey, Kain, why do you feel like that might have been the wrong word? Because it seems like that was the issue the last 3 weeks. You didn't know if you were a passing team, who was going to be playing quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of don't want to get back into that, topic. But I feel like, with us running the ball, as far as me and Benrick and then the offensive line, and I feel like the biggest thing is we got unselfish receivers on the outside who, they might not be catching passes, but they're doing a great job blocking. And, when we're blocking, the line of scrimmage and we're blocking on the perimeter and, we got Benrick back there and me back there, we're tough to stop. And, I feel like that's kind of the direction we need to go. And, we see that, when we're able to do that efficiently, we're winning games. So I don't really want to talk too much about the identity thing, though.
David, did you know this was going to be a big day for you, or everything just seemed to flow your way?
I think everything seemed to flow your way. As a player, you got to think every game is going to be a big game for you and for the team in general and for the defense. And, going into the game, we as defense felt like we were going to dominate the line of scrimmage and that there's going to be a lot of plays to be made. I talked to the linebackers before the game. I said we're going to set the tone of this game, and, we got to be able to make plays when our D-linemen are doing their job, keeping us clean. And just a lot of stuff came my way today, and I was able to make the play.
Okay. The position you play and the runs that you make, I have two questions actually. When you do the fakes, do you know you're going to keep the ball, or is it predetermined? And then the second thing, do you ever take such hits that you think maybe I can't throw the ball in this play because my arm hurts or elbow hurts or shoulder hurts?
To address the first part, sometimes it's a read and sometimes it's not. It really just depends on the play call. But when you're able to read somebody, it really, allows an extra blocker because, we don't have to block that guy. And technically, the quarterback's going to block him, with his decision. So that helps us out a lot. And then, sometimes it's not a read. Sometimes it's just I'm going to carry the ball in that play. But, you're going to take big hits out there. And I feel like, my whole life, I've never really been a sliding quarterback. I always try to, bounce back on plays and be able to throw. So, sometimes you're going to get dinged up, like I did in Syracuse. But, if you're able to go, you just keep going.
You were limping around a little bit today, and then it looked almost like you're faking it because you went right back in and ran the ball.
Yeah, I was faking it. Yeah.
Kain, maybe not quite like the Syracuse game, but today you threw the ball a little bit more than you're throwing past weeks, throwing it downfield more than you have in a while. How exciting or satisfying was it to you on a personal level to kind of have that playbook open up a little bit?
Yeah, it was great. I love, especially that passing touchdown that we had. That kind of, took a little bit off my shoulders just because, you're able to get it back to, throwing the ball again. That was great. And, the offense all around played well today. And, if Trevor was in there, he was going to do his job too. So everybody just really stepped up today, and we were pretty efficient.
Since Patrick snuck out before we got a chance to speak with him, could you just tell us kind of about his character and the fact that he chose to wear Brock Myers' number today, what that says about him as a person and a player?
Pat's a very unselfish player. As far as him being my left tackle, that's a guy that I got to trust about, my blind side every game. And, I trust him and, what he does, on the football field and then outside of the football field in the classroom. He's just a, an outstanding guy. And, we really just wanted to have an impact on, Leon's family. And that was a decision Coach Fitz made, and Pat was all for it. And, I hope that, they could carry that with them the rest of their lives, and that it was special for them because, it was special for us. And, we try to play for them every week.
Yeah, building off that, you look at the guys you look at the fact you were able to get nearly 7 yards per carry today. You averaged 6.4. Benrick got 10 yards a carry. How the offense did the offensive line do such a good job at allowing you guys to get that many yards?
You know, they really focus on their fundamentals. You know, that's a lot about, you know, what run blocking is, you know, attacking a certain, you know, shoulder on the defensive line and reaching them and making certain blocks. And, you know, they battled their butts off today. And especially with our, you know, tempo of offense, you know, we feel like our offensive line is the best conditioned, you know, line in the nation. And we're able to go fast, it really tires the defense out, and you know, we're able to, you know, keep playing at a high level. So they did a great job today, and I feel like that's where it all starts with the offensive line. You know, a lot of times they don't get the credit they deserve, but, you know, they've really stepped up this year, especially with some guys that we've lost last year. But, you know, they stepped up, done their job, and, you know, they've been great.
This is a question for both you guys. It's midterms now. You've got a bye week sort of coming up, and you're 7-2 overall and 3-2 in the conference. What grade would you give yourselves for your midterms thus far?
As far as football goes?
Yeah.
Our football midterm?
Your football midterm.
I don't know. I'd give us a B. B+. There's still some things that we definitely got to work on. You know, it's not a surprise to us that we're at the point that we are right now and standings and whatnot. And, you know, we wish, you know, you could get, you know, play here or there back. And so at the end of the day, you know, as long as we keep on learning from our mistakes on, you know, this midterm and get our final right, then everything's going to be all good.
What about you, Kain?
Yeah, I'd be, you know, about the same, probably a B. You know, we've let some games slip that we shouldn't have in our eyes. And, you know, thinking back on it, you know, I feel like we really could be undefeated at this point. But, you know, we're not going to look back in the past, and, you know, we're going to focus on this final coming up.
David, I was wondering if you could talk about some of the big plays on defensive end. It seemed like it was kind of a bend-don't-break type defense, and at times guys had huge plays, and you got a huge hit on Keenan Davis at some point. Ibrahim laid a big hit on Weissman. Demetrius got a big pass breakup, and Fitz was talking about a party at the quarterback. Yeah, if you could talk a little bit about just some of the big plays that you guys were able to make to kind of disrupt their play.
I mean, like you said, man, everyone got off today. Everyone was making plays from D-end to D-tackle, Arnie coming up with the sack. Ibrahim, that hit Ibrahim put on that receiver that made him drop that ball made me hurt for a second, man. That was a big hit, and I almost felt bad. But, you know, he's wearing the wrong colors. But, I mean, everyone was playing really well. You know, we had to put some new corners in because we're a little banged up right now. When those guys came up and they stepped up and made big plays whenever their name was called upon. So, you know, everyone has confidence in all the players we have around us, and we just got to keep pushing forward and keep grinding.
Kain, with some of those games you weren't attempting many passes as a result, were you hearing any like buzz on campus? Were people asking you, is your shoulder hurt, things like that? I know I was getting asked that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I really try to not focus on outside noise. You know, everybody's going to have their opinion, and, you know, really the only people you can listen to are people inside the program who knows what's going on and who knows what happens in practice and on a day-to-day basis. You know, but, you know, I feel like when my name's called to go throw the ball and do whatever, you know, I'm going to step up to the occasion and try to do it to the best of my ability. And, you know, I'm not going to, you know, deny that, you know, that is an emphasis that I need to, you know, focus on in my game, try to improve. But, you know, I got an opportunity today, you know, made some throws, could have, you know, maybe made a few better ones, but I'm going to keep working on improving that part of my game.
We'll take one more. Kain, there was one 4-play sequence in the first half where I think the quarterback switched on every single. It was you, Trevor, and you and Trevor. What was going on there?
I don't even remember. I'm trying to think back, but I don't know. It was probably just was it in the beginning of the game?
Yeah, it was in the first half.
It might have been part of the sequence. You know, we usually, you know, design the first 10 or 15 plays of the game and try to roll with the sequence. That might have just been, you know, something that we had in the sequence, or maybe, you know, a certain situation popped up where, you know, we needed to run this play instead of the other. So it's kind of just the flow of the game. And, you know, guys on our team do a great job of switching in and out. You know, I feel like, you know, we're deep in all positions on our team, you know, and, you know, I have all confidence in our backups. And, you know, guys jumping in there. So guys are going to switch in and out of the game, and I feel like they did a great job of being prepared today.
Thanks, guys.